I'm gonna tell you right now. This is from her father. You're bunch of lying, no good punks, and I know who it's coming from because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation. Well, guess what? My daughter's not lying, and I'm not gonna put up with any of you people's crap. If you ain't got something nice to say about my daughter, then keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. And any more of your comments and put it on there will be caught and will be bound. You will have to deal with the police, cause you done goof. Cause you done goof. Because I've traced it, and you've been reported to the cyber police because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same because I've traced it, and you've been reported to the cyber police because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation.
Alright, sorry about that. Had to restart my computer. Shit froze up on me.
Chandler's handwritten receipt was compared to
What's up, to viewers on YouTube?
It was like, oh my God, this is it. I immediately
What up, lady mistress?
repeatedly throughout his writing, my heart started racing.
I can't sleep because the damn pharmacy didn't fill my meds. I got the money for my meds, but they didn't fill my bipolar meds, so I didn't go pick them up. So I'm hoping they'll be done in the morning. Yeah, very gay.
The lowest prices of any national grocery store.
Twitch is fucking bullshit. Why? What's wrong with Twitch now?
The lowest prices of any national grocery store. It's enough.
The two-step authenticator, yeah. It's a necessary evil.
Albert Chandler was 43 years old and ran a construction business. He was married and had 8 children by 7 different women.
Damn.
He also had a criminal record dating back to his teens that included 2 sexual assaults. But what was most telling was where Chandler lived.
Albert Chandler's residence was on a canal that was probably within a mile of where the boat ramp where the victim's vehicle was found.
Investigators tracked down ship-to-shore phone records, which are recorded for all boats making calls while on the water.
These records put Albert Chandler on the water, not on the day of the and this was just a very, very great find. Chandler denied any involvement in the murders. But once he was in custody, police brought in one person who could possibly identify him. The Canadian tourist who had been raped by a man in a blue and white coat. He picked his photograph and
Yep, forensic files.
that photograph was shown
I'm disabling it as soon as the bitch ass app approves my phone number change request. Oh yeah.
to be absolutely certain.
Damn.
Look carefully. This resulted in another positive identification. But just as investigators went to inspect Chandler's boat, they discovered he had sold it, most likely to get rid of potential evidence. Prosecutors knew if they were going to get a murder conviction, they'd need more evidence than just handwriting. A forensic document examiner was already convinced it was Ova Chandler's handwriting on the brochure found in Joan Rogers' car. But investigators wondered if there was anything else on the brochure that would guarantee a conviction.
The brochure was processed with a chemical called anhydride, a chemical that reacts with amino acids found in fingerprint residue.
Prints, when they come in contact with the will turn purple and can then be photographed. On the brochure were numerous fingerprints and one palm print.
One of the victims was identified as being the source of some of those impressions, but there were also unidentified prints on that brochure.
The best unidentified print was a high-quality right palm print. When Chandler's right palm print was compared to the palm print on the brochure found in the victim's car, there was no doubt.
Watch the forensic files. Watch me watch forensic files, yeah.
You don't get much better than that.
Ova Chandler was charged with 3 counts of kidnapping and first-degree murder. Investigators believe Chandler met Joan Rogers at a gas station, where Joan may have asked him for directions to their hotel. Chandler wrote them on her map, leaving behind a handwriting sample and his palm print. That's when Chandler may have offered to give them a sunset cruise on his boat, and offer the girls accepted. Chandler gave Joan directions to the boat launch, and when she wrote them, she also jotted down a vital clue: blue with WHT. Later that night, Chandler took them out on the water, where they were at his mercy. The women couldn't swim, so there was no way they could have made it to shore safely. They had no option but to comply. They were bound and gagged, and presumably sexually assaulted. Later, he tied each one of them to a concrete block and threw them overboard.
Hopefully, dude.
Chandler left an electronic trail when he called his wife on the ship-to-shore radio to tell her his boat had engine trouble and that he'd be late for dinner. Chandler's other mistake was leaving its handwriting and palm print behind. Obed Chandler was tried, convicted, and sentenced to death.
And the children not only forfeited your rights to your home, under the laws of the state of Florida, you have forfeited the right to live at home. You children, may God have mercy on your soul.
The bold decision to put the handwriting evidence on billboards for the entire city to see made the difference in this case.
I thought it was an excellent idea, brilliant, because detectives can only work on leads that they receive. And when they've exhausted every possible lead they have, that's when it becomes necessary to try something different and let the public in.
Ooh, that sounds good, mistress.
Dead end. They didn't know what to do, and they said, "What do we have to lose by putting up this billboard?" And yeah, it was a gamble, but it was a gamble that certainly paid off.
I think the singular Bragdon case came with the identification of handwriting. That was his ultimate undoing.
Mistakes that adapts. Clarity that keeps you focused. And style that grabs hold. Welcome to the Genesis GD80. Get the GD80 for 2.99% APR for 60 months. Philadelphia area Genesis retail.
Opioid addiction can be a daily challenge, but it may be possible to get a month of mornings without being reminded of your addiction with long-acting Brixadi. Brixadi with counseling is for adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction who have been on or started treatment with a dose of oral buprenorphine. Brixadi is a monthly or weekly injection that contains buprenorphine, which can block the rewarding effects of opioids. Brixadi can cause life-threatening reactions and death if injected into a vein. Buprenorphine can cause life-threatening breathing problems or death when used with opioids, benzodiazepines, alcohol, CNS depressants, or street drugs. Get emergency help with faint, dizzy, confused, sleepy, uncoordinated, have blurred vision, slurred speech, or slow breathing. Don't receive Brixadi with allergic. Other serious side effects include physical dependence or abuse, liver problems, withdrawal, or decreased blood pressure. Common side effects include injection site reactions, headache, constipation, nausea, trouble sleeping, or UTI. Focus on where you're going versus where you've been. Talk to your doctor or visit Brixadi.com.
Excuse me.
Did this man kill himself?
If that certificate came back as a suicide,
Or was it murder? What in the name of heaven is he committing suicide by turkey based? The evidence at the scene comes.
What up, Colton Grundy?
there's something more going on. It just wasn't right.
I mean, it's creepy, it's chilling. And it would take years before the forensics could figure it all out. This case was a forensic bonanza for me. The heating and air conditioning business was a lucrative one for David Kester. His perfectionism and attention to detail were well suited to the job.
My dad was a very particular guy. He liked everything a certain way. Whenever we worked on something, if something was like a quarter inch off, it wasn't perfectly level, let's start right from scratch, do it again.
Things were going well for David Kester until his father died. The two had been very close, and David was having a hard time dealing with the loss.
He was very depressed. I really felt for him. I just couldn't imagine what he went through. What was going through his head.
David's wife Stacy told friends he began to drink heavily and his behavior became erratic. When he locked himself in the bedroom and wouldn't come out, Stacy called police.
We have been watching out in our bedrooms for the last day. Friday night, we got into the car, and he was aggressive, but he wasn't violent.
Okay, we're checking on you. Are you okay? Maybe some pressure. You guys going through something right now?
Well, his father died a month ago, and he's been trying to use acid in the last month.
A sheriff's deputy arrived at the house, found the master bedroom door locked.
Can't go before he's putting your dick in the dirt, yeah.
Broke the door down. This is a terrible scene. The guy sprawled naked on the bed. His face down, with his head is in the corner against the wall. And there's a tremendous amount of vomitus and other biological material on the bed. Emergency medical personnel pronounced David dead at the scene.
For lack of a better word, I felt kind of raped. Like a relationship was stolen from like it was just taken away.
On the nightstand next to the bed were two glasses.
One was half full of a green liquid, another clear glass that had some remnants of something in it you can see down the bottom.
The green
Where'd your damn meds go? They never filled them yet. Will we chief and boss? A geek bar. Sour apple ice, which is almost dead.
The autopsy confirmed. David Castor ingested a
Yeah, I tried calling them last night before they closed, and they just kept me on hold and on hold and on hold. So I gave up and hung up.
personnel found a shotgun and a container of antifreeze.
Yeah, hopefully they should be filled in the morning.
David Castor had a gun. Why would he use antifreeze to kill himself? Maybe he didn't use the shotgun under his bed because he wanted to kill himself over 72 hours, and as opposed to 72 hundredths of a second. Another during the initial search also raised questions.
One of the deputies looked in the trash basket in the kitchen area and found a turkey baster. Well, the turkey baster had some traces of green liquid in it.
Again, tests showed the green liquid was antifreeze, and scientists found DNA on the tip of the turkey baster. The only DNA on that.
If anyone wants to help out with $1 or $2 on PayPal to help me get smokes tomorrow, it would be greatly appreciated.
What in the name of heaven is he doing committing suicide by turkey baster? I've never heard of such a thing. So investigators now wondered if they were dealing with a murder. The official ruling of suicide in David Castor's death was a hard sell for the investigators.
I need to get a drink of water. I'll be right back in a
Many
second.
suicide cases where ethylene glycol was used.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, God. All over the place.
Again.
There were two glasses found on David's nightstand. On the rims of both glasses was David's DNA.
Hold on, y'all.
Glass with a small amount of alcohol residue, but only Stacy's fingerprints were on the glass that held the antifreeze.
David had been drinking out of that glass before the antifreeze himself. Committed suicide by drinking out of that glass. Why did it contain at least one fingerprint of his?
At the location of the antifreeze bottle on the floor beside David's bed told a story. There's vomitus dripping from the bed, and you can see that there's vomitus under the antifreeze jug, but there's no vomitus on the antifreeze jug itself.
Chuck the link to join.
Proof, investigators say, that the antifreeze bottle was placed there after David consumed the antifreeze and got sick. And investigators found several things very odd about Stacy.
when I interviewed Stacey, I asked her if she knew what the president was in antifreeze.
Great, now I gotta blow my nose.
And she said to me, I found it very strange because most people wouldn't know that. But top of her head, she knew that.
At the same time, Stacy would routinely mispronounce the word anti.
Maybe that's why the antifreeze, I'm not really sure.
Stacy Castor used the word anti-free in the interview of saying antifreeze.
And Stacy also admitted that she knew that antifreeze could be used in a homicide.
She said, well, by the way, David and I have watched a true crime show where a woman killed her husbands, plural, with antifreeze by putting it in a gel.
This was an interesting comment. David
What up, lady?
Hello.
died under this circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did 2 really big dabs back to back. I was gonna say something, but I can't remember what it was.
Let me turn this down.
What the hell was I gonna say? Fuck.
You'll
I
think
hate my
about
brain.
it in a minute.
I hate my brain. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Check out what I bought today.
What's that?
It's a hot dog dab rig.
Ah.
Isn't that hilarious? I think it's hilarious. It's funny. Excuse me.
You're excused, piggy.
What'd you do today? Besides, loaf.
Hung out with a friend, smoked a little weed.
That's
Well, a
cool.
couple friends.
Hey, where's that box of tissues at?
The what now?
Oh, here it is. I was looking for the tissues.
Oh.
You want to play some music, or is it too late?
I don't feel like playing any music right now.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to get your meds tomorrow?
I should be able to. Yeah, they should show them.
Okay.
I got a couple dollars on PayPal.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Damn, that wax makes my face leak.
Mm. Mm.
I think I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have them take off like an inch or so just to get rid of the dead ends and the split ends and stuff. Yes, indeed.
That's cool.
Yeah. You sound depressed or just down.
I wish I could get to sleep.
Yeah, I feel that. I wholeheartedly feel that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna invest in like a textbook, like a history textbook, just so I can like, read it when I can't sleep. It's guaranteed that'll put me out.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Emancipation Proclamation.
The Louisiana Purchase.
The New Deal.
407 years ago.
407. Oh, I'm sleeping. Let's see if I can set it. I need to get like a stand. Improvise. God damn it. Stupid. There we go. I think that'll work.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go try to get back to bed.
All right. Good luck.
All right, thanks. I'll talk to y'all
Night.
in the morning or tomorrow afternoon.
The joy of whole room freshness. Glade plug-in scented oil fan.
All around you don't even know it.
It's the only freshener to use a continuous built-in fan.
It's just there in the air.
Unlike some fresheners that seem strong just around the outlet, the Glade fan continuously circulates fragrance throughout your whole room.
This shit'll blow your motherfucking mind. Magic everywhere in this bitch.
Plug-in scented oil fan from Glade. The
pure motherfucking magic
of fragrance.